Get ready to dive deeper into the world of adult learning with our most exciting season yet. This time, we're breaking down the 8 transformative modules of the Adult Learner Community and Connections program.
From innovative strategies to foster engaging learning environments to practical tips for building meaningful connections, we're covering it all. Whether you're an educator, a lifelong learner, or just curious about enhancing your personal growth, this season has something for everyone.
From building strong connections to fostering engaging learning environments, we've got you covered. Whether you're an educator looking to make a difference or a lifelong learner seeking personal growth, this season is your ultimate guide.
Good morning.
Good morning, and it is morning here
Yes.
as we record. I don't know what time or
9
day
a.m.
it will be when you listen to this, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, we have a really popular man with us.
Just super popular guy. It was really hard to get him in.
Right? Yeah, his calendar is booked solid. Anyway,
We're gonna-
I'll go ahead and let this guest introduce himself.
Well, you guys all probably know this person.
Right.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Marco. I am now the OAL retention specialist. I was a criminal justice student. I still am, but I'm just now in grad school. But now I'm trapped with these folks for the next few minutes of my time, so please help me out.
He's being held captive. All right. I think that should do it. Amber, you
Right.
going to get us started?
So this is for our environmental ALCC module. And when
Right.
we say environmental, we mean we're going to talk about like where you're most productive.
Yeah, or most comfortable, or
Where do you like to sit and learn? Where are you sitting and you're distracted? Things
Right.
like that. So, we just decided we were going to interview Marco because basically he is a grad student.
Yeah,
He's living the life.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I am. I don't know. 12 credit hours got me down bad.
Oof. Yeah, you are deep in it.
yeah.
So let's start out with how you define optimal study space and share your optimal study space.
Yeah, so I think
Share your own, sorry.
my own first or just whatever.
Whatever you want to do.
So what I define as an optimal study space, obviously, you want to have a quiet environment. You don't want to be distracted. You don't want to be on the side of the train while it's going honk honk, with the little bells. You definitely don't want to be in like a plant, nothing like that doing homework. You want to have a quiet environment, whether you like coffee shops, cafes, your own bedroom, the library, things like that. I feel like that's a good environment for you. You also want comfortable seating. You don't want your back hurting or breaking. You want good lighting because you want to be able to see. Natural light is ideal. You want to keep your things organized on your desk. You don't want to have a mess, kind of like we do in front of us.
Currently.
Well, that's why they can't see us. That's why it's...
The good thing is you guys can't see, but there's like keyboards and stuff all over the walls.
Wires, keyboards, microphones.
And then you also kind of want to have a little personal touch, a little plant, something that's different from just school and keyboards and electronics, whether that be a photo frame, of your loved ones or whatever the case might be, something like that to kind of keep it, nice and light. My optimal study space is, warm light with like a lamp. If it's night, if it's day, I want sunshine. I want an ergonomic chair because of my back. I don't want to be 40 years old and
look like me.
She said
I'm
it.
like 40 years old and what?
Yeah.
Marco.
They said it, not me. And then, I want an L-shaped desk. I want a quiet room in the home,
nice.
dedicated just to homework. Yeah. So there's no noise and interruptions. A white and a cork board. So, whiteboard and a cork board. And a photo of my loved ones. So for example, in my room, I have a photo of like me and my girlfriend.
Very good.
So cute.
So, yeah. That's
And
what I
literally
got.
that is kind of the only thing he has in his office right now. It's like bare.
To be fair, I'm going to go ahead and stick up for Marco. How long have you been working with us, doing this thing?
3 years.
Maybe like, I don't know.
3 weeks.
10 years? 10 weeks? 3 weeks, but yeah. You want to have some kind of personal touch. Like I have a photo of me and my girlfriend. I also have like a little plant, like a little succulent plant is like a great option because it doesn't take much water.
Yes.
So that's a good touch to
I
have.
want to touch on something real quick because Amber and I have had this discussion and you said something about it as far as the noise level. So Amber likes, and you said coffee shops. But for me, the dead silence is best. Or I guess maybe if I have like classical music going on.
Right.
But don't you think, is that more based on personal or?
Yeah, I think it's more based
habits?
on personal. I do have, and I was going to kind of get into it later, but you mentioned classical music. I think that's a great option. I've heard
Yes.
good stories about it. There's also other kinds, of noise, like white noise in the background or brown noise and things like that might just soothe. Rain sound, something that can ease your brain. It just depends, though, on the person and kind of what environment you like to thrive in.
Great.
My optimal is I hate being in the dead quiet. Like, I would never go to the library. So I couldn't be at home because I'd be like, oh, my dog is here. Hi. Oh, I'll do some laundry. So I had to be removed from the house, but nothing too quiet. So I pretty much did my dissertation at coffee shops because there was caffeine. There was noise, but it wasn't anything I had to respond to. So that was my comfort space.
Okay. So we've talked about how important it is and, the spaces and the noise and everything, but why is it important to have this space and why do we care about it? I mean, what's the why?
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to have, a crucial dedicated space. It helps create that mental and physical environment boundary between school and everything else. You don't want to have your desk where you do homework, where you also relax and watch Netflix and do all this kind of, amazing things that you do within your bedroom or whatever, right? You shower if you have, a bed, a shower within your bedroom. You don't want to have school there. You want to have a barrier, a block, a wall in between that life and your personal life. And so I think that's why it's important.
Okay.
And then this way, whenever you enter that room, it's time to get to work. This is your productive room. This is your homework room. And so you keep that over there and you can have your own personal free space within your room.
I agree with that. I think if my likeliness is if I'm home, I'll sit in bed and I'll hagger over my laptop and watch crime shows, and then I will be distracted.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, in addition, it just kind of helps with the focus. It reduces procrastination and it enhances productivity by having that there.
So how do we develop a study plan for ourselves? Do we have templates? What do you recommend?
Yeah, so, obviously the first thing you want to do is you want to set goals, whether it be for that week, that study session, or throughout the whole year. You want to establish those goals and see what you want to do. For example, it can be, I want to finish this class's assignment by the end of my study session. Great, that's a good goal. You also want to break down your tasks within your syllabus. Use the syllabus within all your classes to create like a week. This is your week's assignments or a semester-long list that you can then dictate, okay, this is what I have this week. You also want to schedule. You want to allocate specific times for each assignment. So, for example, every day I go home on Tuesdays and work on my profiling class. So I know that day is just straight profiling. Do constant reviewing of your study plan. You want to assess how you're doing, your progress, and then adjust as you need. Maybe one day you need to work on 2 classes instead of 1. And so that way you know where you're at and what you need to do in order to complete your homework and, your study time before Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Because, that is the hard deadline. In terms of templates, I know Trello, Notion, Canva, Template Lab, Pinterest are all great and offer free templates to download.
Yay, free.
Yeah, we like free.
Yeah, if it's for free, it's for me. You know what I mean? And so...
that became my new saying. If it's free, it's for me.
And so those are great options for you all. You don't have to pay nothing.
Very good.
And you can download them and edit them for there, so...
Okay.
Yes, and I downloaded one the other day, so don't come at me saying that it's paid. There are free options.
What did you download? Just curious.
I think it was on Trello. It was just a free template, just a study plan.
Oh,
some
I
of them
know
might
that
look,
did that.
yeah, some of them might be boring, but it's free and you don't have to pay for it. So I think that beats out, the price point.
Okay.
I think it's important too to talk to your family. Like you said, Tuesday's your day. When I was doing my dissertation, I feel like I just talk about me doing my dissertation because it sounds cool. I'm sorry. It is not a flex. But my family knew, like, if I was like, they wanted to hang out with me or they wanted to do something and they were talking, and when I would say, hey, it's Tuesday, like, it's time, it's school time, they knew. And they knew my schedule. So that kind of helped me also plug into my study plan and my schedule and my, you know what I mean?
Yeah. She said it's time to lock in.
Time to lock in.
Time to lock in. And you definitely want to have some dedicated days to just free time. You know, kind of like Amber was saying, you know, Tuesday was the day she locked in, so maybe on Monday she hung out with her family.
Yeah.
Or the weekend. And so you want to have a day where it's just you don't do any homework and it's kind of like a Sunday recharge.
It's so important to have that free time, because if you don't, it can really wear on you. And I know so many of our adult learners are like that. It's, I got to do this, and this, and then suddenly there is no time left for them. So just block out a little about that self-care time. So, you were talking about a study plan, and I know that you've already helped some of our students with study habits and stuff like that. But Marco, let's say, someone is listening and they're like, ooh, maybe Marco can help me with this kind of stuff.
Help me with all of these
syllabi. So if a student were to contact you, what resources or what can you do to help get them started?
That's a great question, Pam, and that's really such a broad question. I think it would depend on what the resources they would need. I'm going to cater to the students, so whatever they come with problems, I'm going to help them out and solve each step by step. So, for example, if it's academics and they need, maybe paint the picture for me. Are they coming in first day of school like, hey, I don't know what to do with my syllabus?
Right.
Yeah. I'm overwhelmed. Maybe I should quit. Maybe I should drop classes. Help.
We'll definitely drop out and become a rapper. But no, so, I'm going to help them break down the syllabi by each class. We're going to fill out a spreadsheet or get at least to know, hey, look, this is what you have this week. Let's look at, so discussions are overwhelming you. Okay, so let's go to the syllabus, to the discussion tab, see how in depth it goes. If it's just terms of posting your opinion, bam, now you get the stress off you, because that class for the discussion post is all opinion based.
Right.
So
it can't be wrong.
It can't be wrong.
Yeah.
And so it kind of helps you out. So I'll help you deep dive into your syllabus, tell you what you need to do, tell you what it means, and go from there. If it's, academics, and if you need more help, maybe we can look at tutoring, supplemental instruction, habits. If it's time management, I can give you some course, tips on there.
Cool. Okay.
Test prep, things like that. So using things such as Quizlet, Excel to kind of keep you on track, your Outlook calendar for reminders.
Right.
Highlighting things in your syllabus, cutting them out, printing them out, slapping them on your door as you head out out of your room. There's a lot of things we can do. Obviously, I can ramble on for hours, but I'm not going to do that. But just know when you come to me, we'll have a success conversation, and we'll get you on the right foot.
Good. I like to hear that, and I'm so glad that you are doing that. You're customizing that for each individual student, because we all have different lives, and we're all headed 5,000 different places. So appreciate that. Amber looks like she has a question she wants to ask.
Well,
you should see her face.
Well, we mentioned music. What are your vibes on music?
Definitely screamo music. That's what you want. No, I'm just playing. No, when it comes to me doing homework or something, I usually only do two kinds of different genres, I guess I'd like to say. Option A, I like to play some upbeat music. I just go to my playlist and hit play, shuffle play, and as long as it's upbeat, I'm chilling. Because I know the lyrics, I know the songs, so I don't really pay too much attention. I really just want the beat, because that's what I gravitate more towards. And so that kind of puts me in like, okay, let's get to work. Let's keep going. Let's get going, right? Or I'll play some like lo-fi, really chill Minecraft like music where you're just really at peace. It's instrumental, you're at ease, and so that kind of helps bring you back down to a more focused time.
It has to be like wordless for me. Otherwise, I'm the opposite. So then I'll start singing.
Yeah.
Or trying to rap.
Or I will, if I'm listening to and I know the lyrics, I'll start typing them.
Hey, yo, what the?
Oh, it's bad, everybody.
So it's just important to know your own style.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You got to know what you like and what works for you. And so I can go to a lot of things, thankfully, and depending on the mood.
I tried listening to high frequency vibes, which is cool. Like, they have free music on whatever platform. Right. And that's cool because there's no words. And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. But then after a while, it does try to it makes my anxiety higher, so I have to switch up.
Back in the day, when I say back in the day, we're talking
Back in my time.
in the early 2000s, when we had CDs, right? We played those. I found one. They're both looking at me like I'm 1 foot in the grave.
For me, it was CDs and cassettes.
Okay. Yeah.
For Marco, not so much.
No, it was a CD and a Walkman.
Okay.
Yeah. iPod. Maybe.
I may have had records as a child, but
Me too. Debbie Gibson.
So anyway, there was this brainwave music, and I bet today, if you Googled brainwave,
probably
it did. It seemed to help that. So that might be another suggestion to kind of look, or even Google, what music helps you study best. So
Yeah, I like those. Kind of we touched on earlier. Classical music helps. White noise, brown noise. I've heard helps a lot.
What is brown noise?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
So this brown noise is a new thing. My girlfriend kind of showed it to me. She's an innovator for a lot of things for me in terms of school. So it's kind of basically what it sounds like inside of an airplane.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
So it's like
That's brown?
That's brown noise.
What's white?
White noise is like the TV static.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't like it because it's annoying.
Like that.
Yeah.
And it
I don't
reminds
like
me
it.
of my show going off on Saturday morning, and so I'm like, hey, what the heck?
Yeah, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, it makes me want to cry.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, reminds me of like Jimmy Neutron just being shut off.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't like it. It's scary. And so I like to prefer the brown noise. It's a lot more low frequent, a lot more chill, kind of like how it is right now. Kind of like if air was being blown out of your vent.
True.
At home, out of the, like that. That's kind of what it sounds like. Feel free to look it up on yourself, by the way, too. Yeah.
Our next question, and I like this because I've already talked to Marco about this, is the experimenting with sense or sensory elements in your space. I know Marco has this, if you walk into his office, it smells so good, and you need to walk into his office, Amber.
Okay.
But can you talk about that and how that makes a difference?
Yeah, so it's like, I think a lot of the girlies that go to Target will know, but
Yes.
it's like the scented
Let me see Target.
wooden sticks or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
You dip them into like
Oil,
like the natural oils you put in diffusers, but it's in like a little well, and you just put
Right.
the sticks in there, you'll let them soak, and you'll flip them, and then it starts putting out the aroma.
And what I like is it's more of a, when you have those plug-ins, and don't get me wrong, I use the plug-ins for my cats, thank you very much. But in an office or smaller space, it's kind of nice because it's not overwhelming. But you're like,
overwhelming.
there's something nice in here. It's not
inviting.
too powerful. It's inviting. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you'll smell it when you come in, and you'll kind of forget about it because it's inviting. It's
Yeah.
not demanding. Another thing I would encourage is also scents. Candles.
Oh,
Candles.
yeah.
Candles put a nice touch on a study session.
Yeah, because there is something warm and
Warm and
inviting
relaxing,
about a
calming.
candle.
My sister does the mist where you
Oh,
drop in water, drop in some oils, and then it mist downstairs. And it's so inviting that I notice all the animals are down there with her, like the dogs and the cats.
oh, really?
And I'm like, dang, I need to do that up here because they don't want to hang out with me.
Yeah, so that's what.
It is relaxing.
Yeah, so that's what a diffuser is.
Diffuser.
Yeah, and so it's probably just because of and the diffusers are great because you can put a lot of whatever in it, and so it's a lot of it's adaptable and it's cheap. It's only like $15-$20.
Okay, so how are you taking breaks, Marco, or do you? Because here's my toxic. I will hunker over my laptop, not drink water, not go to the bathroom, not take a walk, I'll skip lunch because I am not taking breaks. Are you like that?
Oh, 100%. Pedal to the wall, balls to the wall, no breaks. No, I think it's important. You need to take a break somewhere in there, whether you'll hop on Tickety Talks, on the YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. You definitely need to hop on something outside of homework. Get up every hour or so, go take a walk, go get a cup of water, something to get out of the room and the environment for a little bit. I would recommend no longer than 10 minutes. So don't hop on the Xbox and play no Madden or nothing.
For 45 minutes.
Yeah, don't watch no season long of Bachelor or whatever. But definitely give yourself a little bit to kind of rejuvenate. Go outside, catch a breeze, walk around your house.
Drink water.
Go bug your loved one, something like that, to where you can go and get your mind off homework.
I remember when I was studying college algebra, and I wasn't the best at it. Let's just leave it at that. And I would be working for an hour or something like that, and I'd almost come to tears.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized it was time to get up, walk away, and even just for 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, and I'd go back, and magically I could work that problem.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah. How getting away from it actually, it's like you're sharpening your mental chainsaw, kind of the way I see it.
Yeah. And, well, you know what they say, after 20 minutes, your brain just naturally starts.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important, if you want to take every 20 minutes, do that. Every 30, 40, it just depends on the person. But I usually like to go, an hour. Once I start wanting to check my phone and get on my fantasy team, that's when I know it's time to take a break.
Just take a break.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend no longer than 10, just so you can keep your mind within that space. Because if you take a 15, 20, well, now, I got to go do laundry. I got to fold it. I got to mop the floors, mop the walls.
Oh, it's my dog. Hi.
Yeah. And then you go play fetch, and then, your friend invites you over, so then you head over,
Neighbor needs help with the lawn or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And so you end up getting off topic, and you just forget about
what?
homework.
Speaking of off topic, I think that we should all start taking, small walks every day, since it's getting nice outside.
Oh, there's an idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put that on your dashboards.
Okay.
Yeah, take a small walk. How about that, guys? Put that on your
okay.
timesheet somewhere.
I think we got time for one more last question. And so, Amber, do you want to ask or you want me to? She's kind of giving me the fingers, not the finger, but the little pointing. So I guess it's my turn to ask. And so we do this, what we call our shocker learning out loud moment. So, Marco, which that is you tell us something great, something wonderful, a tip or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you...
Something that clicked for you.
Right. So what's your shocker learning out loud moment?
Well, I think it's not even a tip. I think it's just we overthink a lot of things in the age of social media. I think you just need to
Amen, brother.
keep it basic. Be yourself. Find what works for you. I know we mentioned a couple things that worked for us, but it's all about yourself. You have to find what works for you, not for others. Just find that and run with it. Feel free to experiment if you don't know what works for you. But find your balance, find what works for you, and stay with it. Don't change up just because your cool best friend wants to do that, or your significant other wants to. Just stay with what works with you.
Saw somebody on Facebook that was doing something cool, and you think you should be doing that too.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that.
Don't compare.
Okay, so one last thing. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, Marco, and say, you know what, this Marco dude, he sounds kind of cool. I want to talk to him. You want to give us your digits or how best to...
Yeah. I'll handle the digits. So my office phone is 316-978-8406. Other than that, you can find me in my email, marco.v as in Victor, ILLELA at wichita.edu.
Or just come into the office.
Or, just waltz into the office. Me and Pam or one of our student assistants will gladly meet you. And who knows, you can get a free shirt.
Yeah. They have a brand new office, so it's speaking of Zen.
Beautiful.
It's a nice place
it's a nice place. Shocker Success Center over by Radigan. If you're on campus, come see us.
Yeah.
We love our visitors.
302, we got nice computers, printer, new printer coming, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, we're getting
drinks, coffee, tea.
Yeah, all the waltz you want.
Okay, well, thank you for joining, Marco.
Yes, thank you for having me. No.
You were trapped in a room with us,
and
it
who
was
knows?
fine.
Maybe sometime you'll hear more from Marco.
Who knows?
We'll leave you with that cliffhanger.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see y'all.